Good evening, guys. So, 7 travel lessons that everybody needs to learn before they travel. And I mean, as a travel enthusiast, it's kind of a list that I've created and took from other people and kind of modulated over the years. But hope you guys enjoy this. So, number 1 is traveling with an open mind and a thirst for knowledge. Part of the things that I love about travel is it's always about learning. Meeting new people, learning new things. One of the things I think we kind of lack a little bit is attaching what we learned in the history books and actually going to that place and learning in that spot of that history. Like if you watch the movie 300, for example, then go and stand where Leonidas stood in the battles. It just makes it so much personal and just so much more impactful. One of the other places I had gone to is where Luke made his speech to the Corinthians. It's really just amazing what you can actually go and discover from the history books and then going to the actual place to go and experience it. Number 2 is looking beyond the tourist hotspots and spending time with locals. I mean, this may sound obvious, but a lot of people, when they go, they want to just see the big stuff. And although the big stuff is great, I always recommend going to the big stuff at least once. In Paris, go see the Eiffel Tower, go see the Louvre. But if you want to actually experience what France is, for example, go to a random pub and go sit at somebody's table. And I forget where we were. It was in Greece, or we got off the bus and we were going down to past a local pub, and this guy just waves and hey, and we ended up going to his house and having dinner and just hanging out with his family. I mean, it's just amazing what happens when you go to an environment where you're just open and just happy to be there. You meet all these amazing people and have all these extra experiences that you would never have otherwise. Number 3 is you're a guest in the foreign country. Be gracious. We get caught up sometimes that we're in America, we're in one of the greatest countries, and we have to go and travel with a sense of humility. We are going to their country, their culture, their habits, and that's the most beautiful part, is to learn how they live, which makes us appreciate how we live as well. And maybe we can learn something, take something back, and vice versa. Maybe we can teach them something that we have too. Number 5, travel is best on the ground. When you're traveling through the air, you skip over all this amazing stuff in between. And obviously, if you're going a really, really far distance, hop there, but then travel by ground once you're there. But as much as possible, if you can experience all the little places in between where you're going, you're going to see so much more than just hopping from city to city. Number 5 is question your preconceptions and try new things. If you're gonna take the time and money to go into a new place, if you're already judging that place before you get there, you've kind of missed the point, right? Every single place has this new way of looking at things. An island culture versus the mainland culture, for example. The islanders have absolutely no sense of time. It's quite astounding usually. Things just kind of happen as they happen, right? There's no sense of stress, no sense of urgency. Whereas in the mainland, say like New York City or something like that, it's hustle and bustle, always trying to get stuff done. But we can learn something for each of these places. So you have to go there with that open mind and observe and learn and ask, and the conversations you'll make just simply from that are quite amazing. Number 6 is appreciate every moment for travel is a privilege. Not all of us get to travel. So the ones that do, don't take it for granted. It's such a privilege to be able to go and meet new people and see new things. And if you keep that sense of gratitude while you travel, not only are you going to appreciate it more, but you're also going to experience more. And the people around you are going to notice that. And then they're going to bring you into things that they would have not otherwise brought you into. And number 7 is remember that the journey never really ends. We're on a journey of life. We don't have to be stuck in one location. Every place, even within your own city, is a place to explore. It doesn't have to be all the way across the ocean or all the way across the continent. It's all these little nooks and crannies that you've never experienced even within your own city. And if you keep all those lessons together as you're traveling even within your own city, you might be pleasantly surprised. If you guys want to know more about my travels, send me a message, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.